We'd like to dedicate this episode to the ladies of Ezra Revere Wines. Ezra Revere Wines is a wine company out of New York. It's three young ladies. We actually met them at the Black Wine Experience in New Orleans with the Hughes Society a few years ago. And I remember their passion. I remember their drive, and I remember their wines. And they were even featured on a show called I Quit that I watched. And I just love their tenacity. Well, anyway, they lost one of their partners, one of the three partners. And it just hit hard. She was so young. Her name was Ashanti. And it was a bit of a shock. I didn't know them well. I only met them once, but they were certainly memorable. And I've been following their wine career since we met. And we just want to, like I say, raise our glasses to Ashanti and Ezra Revere Wines, because you're in our thoughts and prayers. Happy Wine Wednesday, everybody. This will be the Swirl Suite's last episode of 2020. We decided to keep it light and fun. And of course, it's our After Dark episode with Rae. So we got some fun conversations coming up. This episode is also actually live on YouTube, so you can find our YouTube channel on Instagram or in the show notes here. And feel free to tweet us, send us a comment, let us know what you think of the show. Cheers.
We're live, y'all.
Welcome to the Swirl Suite, everybody. We are After Dark. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Hey, I got my After Dark background. Hey.
I know. I was noticing. Look at you.
I love it. I love it.
It's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm in outer space somewhere.
Hey.
That's for sure. That's for sure. First of all, how is everybody doing?
We good.
Hanging in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thankful for that. I'm thankful for that.
Hanging in. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Healthy and highly favored. I want to say
indeed.
flavored, but that'd be it.
Well, I mean,
that works too.
Favored, flavored, all of it, all the above. It's fine.
Exactly. Rae,
we are so happy to have Rae back on the show. People have been DMing the Swirl Suite on Instagram. They love when you come to the show, and they've been asking us to bring you back. So I figured this has been a crazy ass emotional year, and so we got to shut it down properly after dark with Rae.
Yes,
I thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have always supported everything that we're all doing, and so I'm always glad to be here. It's like, it's kind of like, I feel like it's mine too, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just happen to just be on it tonight, right? So, like, I'm always so glad. I feel like I'm
special correspondent.
Like, I belong to the group. It's just, I can't always make it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. I'm part of the family. So, but I'm always glad to be here. Always glad to drink with you guys and, get knowledge and, just have a good time. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Speaking of drinking, what is everybody drinking? I'm drinking gin.
Ooh. Gin?
Yum.
You drinking gin?
What?
You drinking it straight? What you got going on with it?
Juice.
Gin and juice.
Go ahead, Snoop.
All right.
Did y'all know?
Oh, here we go.
I don't know where this is going. Did you know that Snoop and EU had a song? I had no idea.
EU, the Go-Go Band?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Recently? Yes.
I thought he recorded it when he came to DC that time, and he went to the White House and he was up on Howard's campus. I thought he recorded it when he could have
been. Okay, so let me say my current events is like 20 years behind everybody else. So I heard it recently and I was like, what is Snoop doing with EU?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did not know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that.
Man, I love me some Snoop.
Was that your sidebar, or does that have something to do with
that was not my sidebar because Tisha had said gin and juice, and so Snoop.
I thought she was gonna put up some 19.
Yeah, I was connecting the dots.
Got you.
Okay, but I am drinking
That was a TV timeout, everyone.
Yes, it was.
Right. The more you know, put that little rainbow across.
When you get to a certain age,
I'm not there yet.
Thank you. But you gain the privilege to digress and then get back on.
Fair enough.
We just don't get
Yes,
back.
as you were.
Thank you very much. So I would just like to share that I am drinking, I know I'm going to say it wrong, a patismento. Tanisha, how do you say that? A patismento? It's
Girl, you gotta hold that up. I don't know what you're saying.
Can you see it?
Apassimento.
Is
Is that French or Italian?
It's Italian.
Yeah, apassimento.
Apassimento.
I know all the languages.
I know. See, that's why I asked you, my international friend. I'm drinking that Apassimento Rosso tonight. I thought it was really interesting because Apassimento, those of you guys who already know this, please bear with me. They dry the grapes and use the juice from the dry grapes. So it kind of has like, I wouldn't say raisin, but it definitely affects the flavor. So it's my first time having one. Very excited about
like a jammy kind of flavor, like a baked fruit kind of flavor, or is it more
like a baked, more like raisiny?
That's
Okay.
Type of flavor.
Wow, that's you. Well,
Very
in
nice.
honor of our distinguished after dark guest, I figured I'd go with a very
Is that a Magnum?
dark red.
Yeah, I've had that one. That's good. That's a good one.
Yes, indeed.
I've never heard of that. What is
Yeah,
it?
it's
Dark
good.
red.
It is. Can you see? Well, damn.
It is very dark.
Yeah,
It's a very
real
dark red. It's
That's pretty.
a special blend where I call it it's a unique blend. It's a Petit Verdot and a Petit Syrah. And those are the only two grapes. It is phenomenal. So all the dark fruit characteristics, your blackberry, your black cherry. I could never, the literature says a boysenberry. I never could taste boysenberry. Well, hell, I never had a boysenberry, so I had no way to it out. I just put that out there up front.
You might just be tasting it.
But what I really like about this, they use 100% wind energy to create this wine.
Oh wow!
Ooh, very
wind
nice.
energy.
That is some clutch information. I like those kind of fun facts about.
Yeah. Where's it at? Where's it grown?
It's from Monterey, vineyard in Monterey. And
wow!
I was sent this by the Calhoun distributors. What's the name? Hold on. What's the name of these distributors? They sent me Calhoun and Company Communications. You know that group. They sent me this bottle with a couple other bottles, and I had never opened it. And I said, well, what am I doing for a Rae after?
You gotta send me that. You know, I love Petite Syrah. I got one in my kitchen right now by Petite. I love that.
Yes,
stuff.
I was going to just say that theirs is, I like theirs, Petite.
I love Petite Syrah, and I probably should have drank it tonight, but I was still on my rosé, so I think I'm saving that bottle for Christmas Day, with like beef or whatever, you know. So, but yeah,
I'll definitely send it to you. I'll send it to you. I'll post it and tag everybody, but I'll also send it.
Yeah, please send it to me. Also, do we have the YouTube link? I was going to tweet it out.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll send it to you.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Will you send it to me too? I have never done that before, so I'll try.
Yeah.
All right, tell him I'm on. Tell him to look at my photograph.
I love it.
$24.99.
It's in the chat, y'all.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So how do we get out the chat? See, what you doing to me, Serena?
Girl, you know how to control. See.
Just copy it from the chat.
We got like the highest level person over here.
I'm so technologically deficient. I am technologically deficient. I have to do it consistently, not every once in a while. When it comes to technology.
It's all right. We are here to work with you, Glennon.
Yeah.
And that's why I call my millennial friends.
Yeah.
Dennis was never in the AV club.
Nope. Nope. Thank you. We lost Rae, baby. You turned your camera off by accident.
And she went
She
on
probably
mute.
got to share it. She probably sharing it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it is really good. I was surprised.
You know, I'm glad to hear that there's another petite Bordeaux and petite Syrah combination, because you don't find that combination often.
Nope.
Not just with those two.
Yeah.
I've
Not
been
at all.
petite Syrah in a while. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to grab a bottle.
Yep. And it's pretty reasonable. Only $24.99 is the
Oh, that is reasonable.
I know you
Yeah,
said
it's
that's
a good
reasonable,
price.
but that also gave me heart palpitations. I'm like, it's how much?
But see, because you've been away from this side of the Atlantic for so
I'm
long,
like, wait,
the
it's how
prices
much?
you get.
Oh my God, I'm probably not buying no wine. I'm like, this costs 20 what? Oh no.
I mean, when you come from a place where your actual champagne is like $15, that
About that.
it might sting a little bit to pay $20 for a California wine.
You know what, Sarita? I was meant to call you. You remember when we got those bottles of sparkling wine?
When? Oh, that was mailed to us?
Yeah, that was sent to us. That Cremant from Loire. Girl, that thing, the truth. I got to find that.
Yeah.
And you know, I was not a big Loire Cremant fan because a couple of bottles that I had in the past, they were just too chalky. Oh, they were just, and it could have just been those bottles. So I really steered away from it. But when I opened this one, I was like, oh, I ain't sharing this with nobody. Now I got to figure out how I can find it.
Yeah.
That thing.
So Rae, what are you drinking?
You know me, I'm the queen of rosés as of late. So I just bought like a Laporte Bordeaux from I'm a Trader Joe's wine fan.
Nice.
So this is one of my favorites, like the rosé, either that one or again, because I didn't talk about it last time, but I have the bottle tonight, the La Vie rosé.
That's a good one.
I mean, and it's consistent. That one's
consistent.
Both of these are like $8 bottles of wine, and so they're always good. I mean, you know me, I like a more expensive bottle of wine, but if you are a consistent drinker and you have somewhat of a budget and can't break it, then I feel like these are great. Honestly, to me, Trader Joe's and you know, a couple of the other local wine stores, like the one that you put me on to that's on Route 1, Sarita, that one out there, and then that's black owned. The liquor store.
The one
you talking about Chats?
Not Chat.
No, that's
Laurel.
Route 1.
Laurel.
Oh, the replacement of
Is it
he's in the old Circuit City building or whatever. I think.
He ain't black, but he brown.
Oh, okay. I
well, we embrace him. We embrace him.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. Gosh,
He's still in the BIPOC umbrella.
Yeah.
What's the name of that spot?
He counts.
But then there's also Chats, right? If we're talking about like black owned places to buy wine. And then, you know, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Trader Joe's. If you just want to start trying wine or you need to buy it because you're having dinner or whatever, you know, it's probably one of the best places. And honestly, some of the Safeways have been killing it. They've been like revamping their wine sections and they've been dropping all this wine into their sections. So I've been just trying to pay attention just because I do drink a lot of it. Like where I can drop into and get it, you know, at a reasonable price that you're not spending like $30 a bottle. And then of course our Costco, right? Both the ones in Virginia plus the one here in DC. DC, their wine selection's incredible in DC.
Yeah, I agree. The wine shop in Beltsville is now called LAX. I don't know if it's Lax, but Lax Wine and Spirits. This is their second location. Their first one is in Southeast, I believe.
Okay.
So the other spot went out of business?
Old Line, they were bought out. Has it been a year? I don't think it's been a year yet.
It's been a year because it happened. It happened maybe like in March or April.
Yeah,
right around COVID beginning.
Yeah, yep.
They opened around that time.
Yeah,
and I still really like Chat's liquor because I remember the first time I went there with Tanisha, I was just really blown away by like the selection there, and you know that it was their third generation owned, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's second.
Okay,
Second, third. Listen, that part, I don't know, girl. Don't get.
I thought it was his. I
third.
thought it was his grandfather who initially
It
owned the
was
place.
there. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
was it his grandfather?
Oh,
I thought it was his father.
I mean, I thought
I
it was
can't
his
remember.
father.
Yeah.
I thought it was his father.
Yeah.
Well, we just
Anyway.
gonna have to rewind the show and
Well, there
go
you go.
back.
I was gonna say, right, I was gonna say,
Let's just
continue,
rewind.
argue about it. Argue about it.
So did Lax or LAX liquor?
Uh-huh.
Did they keep the restaurant piece or no?
No, I'm not sure.
Mm.
Because when I went to visit, it had just opened. It was like their grand opening. So I don't know if they kept the restaurant part, but
Yeah.
they still have it. I hope they utilize it.
Right.
That's a lot of space.
It
Oh,
is a lot of space, and it's in the cut. And if you're not from the area, you're not going to know it's back there,
Mhm.
Right.
because everybody
No, it's
knows
the
it's the
old
old Circuit City.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. What you
Uh,
drinking, Sarita?
Oh, so I am drinking. I actually did a virtual tasting today.
Oh, did you?
I did.
We like it.
Look sparkling.
This is-
Look sparkling.
This is Italy's version of champagne. And these wines are from the Trentadec. Am I saying that right? Trentadec. So they're from the mountains in Italy. So
wow.
the weather is perfect
Oh.
for growing champagne style grapes. So this is Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but in Italy, sometimes they say Pinot Nero, but it's very, very good. It reminds me of champagne a lot.
Ooh.
But yeah, so I did a virtual tasting, and each of us had a different bottle. Some people had rosé, and some people had a different type of bubble. And this is a brut, and it's really delicious. Actually, I had it earlier for lunch with a turkey sandwich.
Ooh.
It was nice.
Okay.
It was nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. And it's really hard to find. It's really hard to find these wines. I need to figure out how I can get them because they're really nice and nobody knows about them.
Right.
Mm.
Hmm.
Which will probably keep the price point down.
Yeah.
Right. And then you low key don't want to tell anybody because you always
know. Yeah.
but then also it's so good. You like, I gotta share.
Yeah, man. And so are y'all exchanging gifts this year?
No.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
While my presence is a present, I feel like I cannot go places and show up empty-handed. So,
Understood.
and it's get gifts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably send a few out, but I have zero expectation. I don't typically expect it. So if they show up, that's fine. But I'll send some outward, and then I'm done with it because I'm not going anywhere. So it works out.
No, I get it.
Rae,
Okay,
is your book available to give as a gift?
It is. It is. It's still available. I've still got copies, so I'm excited.
Are we doing like some foil pages yet? Are we adding those in?
You know what? I got my first 2 orders where people basically paid for the book and then they just cash at me and were like, I want foil, thanks. And I'm like, that wasn't really an option. But yeah, I literally had 2 orders.
Your cash app, because if that's what we had to do, I mean, you could.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what y'all had to do either, but that's what the request was. Right. And so I was advised that that's what I was going to do. And they know that I'm not just going to send them the book without their stuff. So I was like, yeah, okay, right. No problem. So I'm going to sit here and foil one night. I've got about 5 or 6 books to foil. So it's cool. I was like, oh, that's what we're doing now. Okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll be in touch.
Right. Okay. I'm like 7.
I want to send a couple to my girlfriends. Right. I think that's a great girlfriend's book.
Okay, so you just got 10 books to foil, just 10 books.
Leslie, if you want to do that, then just reach out to me because I would rather you just cash at me versus paying on the site.
Okay.
It's just easier, and then I can and you give me the addresses and I can just ship them out from here.
Done.
Oh, that's nice.
Very nice.
I need 2 for 2 gifts. The 3. Okay.
That's fine. Y'all just reach out to me. I got you.
All right, so 15 books you got to foil. 15.
So
right. Like what?
15 books.
It's like who knew that would be the thing that people. You never know what people were like, except
you don't.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, you have no clue what people will really like. I was just doing that for myself because I thought it was cool, and then folks were like, "Well, wait, hold on, we want those. We want the special editions.
Right.
We don't want a book or just a regular book." And I'm like,
Well, and you
That-
make it look so beautiful, so pretty, and
And you make it look easy and
Special.
just
Right.
natural. Like this is how
Yes.
it should have come anyway. Like
That
what
was funny.
page? A
You know,
plain page? Y'all still doing plain pages?
I mean, mine has definitely been a
Until 2019.
so I feel like my book has been the experimental book, right? So I don't think I showed it last time, but this is what my book looks like now.
Oh,
Because
wow.
it's the experimental,
Yeah.
it's like the experimental art version, right? And so all the stuff that I want to do, I try it within the book. So if you guys don't know, then they're talking about like gold foil, like within the pages. And a lot of it is photographed, I think, on my main, on my page, but they're saying like, because there's copper right here
Yeah.
on the entry pages, or, you know, and I've got like foil and papers on other pages, right? And so, you know, I was just, a lot of this was just a test run to see like, okay, and then pages were sticking together. And so it's like, what glue do you use? It's like, so a lot of this was a test, right? But as I've shown it, people have loved it. So you never really know. But I'm a believer in making things for yourself, right? And then everybody else catches on typically. So, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cute if we each could name like one or two gifts that are under $25 that would be a good gift, either for you or somebody else.
So I have started giving my parents memories. Everything, right?
Right.
You know? So so one year I did, like I went in there, you know how people have the drawer, excuse me, the drawer, the drawer of photographs and albums and what have you. And I just spent a day shifting through that and put together personal photo albums for my dad and my mom. So they each had their own type of thing.
Oh, wow.
And then, you know, they loved it. They were like, oh, I forgot about this picture or what have you. And it was under, you know, $20 to get like a really nice photo book and, you know, embellish it a little and give it to them.
That's really nice.
That's outstanding.
That's an excellent gift.
Crafty.
And we should have made you go last.
I know, right? Everything else is gonna seem so trivial now.
Right, because then you're like,
I got this
I
whole-
want wool socks.
I think that I know here in DC there's and I'm on this thing right now, so I feel like cigars have always been good gifts for the folks I know. I typically worked around a lot of like guys, so I was either giving cigars or I was giving like whiskey or something like that. Not always under $25, right? But it wasn't expensive, especially if you go to Costco, depending on where you are. I know there's a Black-owned spot that sells cigars now on Georgia Avenue. Petworth Cigars. She's right there on Georgia.
Oh.
Yep. So I always feel like, you know, just a few. So I'm excited. I haven't been in there yet, but that's on my list of things to do. And then I'd say like right now, like makeup wise, there's a deal. I don't know if it's still happening, but our girl Pat McGrath was doing $12 lipsticks. Like, y'all better get on that the other week. So not sure if that's happening because normally they're like $38. So if you can find, I feel like if you can find those deals, then that's what I'm usually always looking for. You know, and just to be able to do small things. I think Anthropologie has a 30% off on their candles. Like, so I'm always, or one year I gave all the admins mugs with their initials and they were like $10 from like Anthropologie also. So I feel like you can find the gifts. I think you just have to sort of think about it and say, you know, but it's sometimes hard to find the $10 to $25 range that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
you know, and that if it's easier when you know somebody versus when it's like for a coworker, you know?
Exactly. I was getting ready to say it depends on who the gift is for.
Yep.
Like this year I gave petty socks.
Ooh.
And
those are nice.
Because when it gets cold, you want with your feet out, but you don't want to mess up your toes. For my friends who I know are just straight, get pedicures all the time.
Right.
Barack Obama's book, if you bought it from Costco, was under $25.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good. I got that this year for folks, and bottles of wine because people expect bottles of wine. So Those are
Yeah.
like some of the main ones that I gave this year. Oh, the black-owned company Mess in a Bottle out of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They have, some cute T-shirts with great sayings on. You can, especially when they have on some of their sales, you can get a cute T-shirt, 24
Yep.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have a book as well, for you to like, not to journal.
Oh.
Very,
Mhm.
a very good journal, and I gave that as a gift this year too. So
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. The T-shirts are definitely a good idea. I like that. I
Yeah.
didn't remember that. I have to do that. So
Yeah.
and they could ship right from Baltimore. You'd be like, boop, done.
Right? Perfect.
Yeah. I always give people safe stuff, especially if it's somebody at work or I don't know that well. Like maybe like a tea set. Sometimes it's like
That's
maybe
nice.
Yep.
it's like one mug and it comes with a tea
Yep.
infuser with some tea bags or some loose tea. I
Mhm.
mean, that's something I would love. So tea or like coffee, like really good ground coffee or coffee
Yes.
beans.
Yep.
I think candles will work if you know the person because you don't know
Right.
what scents everybody
Mhm.
likes.
Mhm.
But also, I'm a person that has journals and pens all over the house.
Yeah.
So journals and pens work for me too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
So I
always
think those
work.
are, yeah.
Oh, I was also going to add diffusers. The
Yeah.
diffusers are
Yeah.
if you can, and not buying them from like Whole Foods, but if you can find them honestly in like Ross or TJ Maxx or something, you can
Right.
get a nice diffuser for somebody. Some of them wood grain even for like
Yeah.
10 or $15. And if
Yeah.
you catch it, there's like there's this essential oil that I really like at Whole Foods because you can wear it on your skin, and it's like in a small roller. I have to think of the name of it. I can look it up, but they're like $10. So you could just take a chance and buy like vanilla or lavender or whatever, just as a starter oil.
Yeah.
But I feel like a diffuser is a great gift, and you spent like $25 or so. So
Yeah. And then I noticed a lot more people are doing things at home, like making their own seasonings and like making their own honey and infused situations. So I think those
It's just people Sarita.
Huh?
I think it's just people because you follow food people.
But that would be a good gift if they sold their products like raw honey or homemade seasonings and stuff like that. That's
I don't
a good
follow
gift
these
too.
people. I don't follow.
And then that's very dependent on who it is because I don't trust everybody.
Yeah, true.
Cat be all up in the damn pot. What's this brown stuff supposed to be in this season? Oh, it ain't really a seed. Oh, it's a
my God.
Oh
my! Shut up, Glynis.
You better be careful.
Girl.
I would accept that from you, Sarita, but I didn't.
Can we talk about how Sarita be burning on her Instagram? Because I'll be like, I know one day she was like making like hash brown. I was like, Lord, this girl's like coming up with
We should all just showed up at her house.
Right.
We know you in there cooking, Sarita.
Right, we smell it. We see the smoke coming out.
And we not leaving.
I'll just be on the back patio when she go out to the back patio to take a picture.
I'll show up with a couple bottles for you. I'm not that kind of friend, but I'm gonna show up with a couple bottles and be like, so what's up? You got a plate? What's good?
Right, exactly.
Listen, I'll bring my own plate.
Right.
Put it on the plate. So you ain't even gotta wash it. Like
what the little the little Tupperware, just put it in the Tupperware. Here, I have a mask on, put your wine in, like, hey, just put my little portions here.
Listen, we just want to click and collect. We just want to click
and
y'all are crazy.
Like, hey, let her run out the back door. Somebody go around back. We got all doors covered.
Y'all are crazy. Tanisha, did you have any gift suggestions for $25? Other than wine.
Other than wine. I do like little food items from here, like chocolate. Macaroons don't travel well, but like chocolate is good. Foie gras.
Wait, what?
Foie gras.
Okay, that's a gift. I mean, I love that. That's new to me as a gift.
Yeah, because I mean, people just like stuff that's French, so I don't have to try that hard.
Nice.
Cows that have the word Paris on them. I'm like, here, take these tea towels in this pot holder.
I'll do that.
Fine. Take this trivet and go on about your business. But yeah, because I know I'm giving someone now, I'm giving them some snacks. They have some sausage, some chocolate, some
Any cheese?
peanuts that I like. It is some biscuits. I wanted to get some of the hot chocolate from Angelina's, but then I got lazy and didn't want to go there to get it and lines. So I don't know. But yeah, they'll be happy with everything else that's in that little package. If not, I'm gonna eat it. So
I mean, that sounds like nice gifts.
Exactly.
No.
So Parisian.
Nice gifts. Right. Yeah.
Is there something that if you had a secret Santa out there that you would say, please don't get me X?
That list too long, dog. I can't. That list. So I'm just gonna pass on this and let y'all handle it.
That's hard.
And I'm just flat out like, don't get me this. Because even getting me wine, I feel like since it's me, people would try a little harder. So they would try to get something that I like, not just be like, oh, this was like my favorite wine is $5.99. Like, no, that's not the one. Like, did you not try? Socks. I like scarves and gloves.
Okay, I got mine.
I do have
Okay, go ahead.
Don't get me anything that's going to take up space and collect dirt. I don't collect figurines. I'm not a collector. Don't give me a little black Santa Claus. I hate magnets on fridges. Don't get me anything that collects around.
Oh, I love magnets on fridges.
Me too. I
love magnets.
Damn, I can't show you my magnets. Damn.
Listen, my refrigerator is full of magnets, but they're all like Chicago. So, same.
What about you, Rae?
I don't know, because I'm just sort of like, I be trying to just be nice. I can't think of much. I like money, so that's always like a thing of you just don't
always
know
work.
That $25, if you just put it in a little red envelope, be like, Rae, I know you might want you a bagel from around the corner or something, and we're gonna just go work that out or something.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna be like, I appreciate you, or I might just put it in my little jar where I stash money for when I'm, when I need it.
Yeah.
I can't think of very much, because most times most people already know, who are close enough to me, they have a pretty good idea of what I like, right? So it's either they know I like wine, they know, and I don't want super cheap wine, but I like wine that's decent, right? I think that they could probably get me a gift card to the art supply store right now, and I'd be elated, because I've been spending a shit ton of money at the art supply store. Right. And then, food is always good for me. Like Tanisha was talking about, I remember being a kid, and they would give those like gift baskets of like sausages and cheeses.
Girl, weren't they so fancy?
My grandmother would hate it, right? And now I'm thinking, like, I wish somebody would give me sausages and cheese and wine and jam. Like, oh,
a couple jams in there,
right? Yeah. There's a basket with the jam. Oh shit, I'm good. I'm thinking, because it's like a little square jar jam that's kind of fancy. I'd be like, little baguette or something. I'd be like, oh, I'm you killing it. Thank you. So that would be like so I don't know if I have much, other than don't give me a hard time, please. Like, other than that.
Amen. I wouldn't hate it as a gift, but I don't want any more like wine accessories. Like like wine accessory thing. I don't need any more. Like, not any kind of funky electric corkscrew, filler. No, I don't need any glasses.
No fake looking Louis Vuitton wine carrier.
Yeah. Now that little wine clutch that I can't think of her name, but she had it on Instagram.
I have that.
That's cute.
I have it. Y'all want to see it? You see
No.
it?
Yes.
I want to see it.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on. I
Girl,
go
go
get
get it
it.
and come back.
No.
I hadn't
But I
seen
think
it
it's
before.
cute.
I
But
wanna
I'm
Don't
like, what
do
else
it.
are you carrying in there? Like it looks like it only fits a bottle of wine. Like I can't even put my phone and keys in there and
That's
lipstick.
why, because it's supposed to just be for a bottle of wine.
So then I gotta carry that and another purse. I'm not doing all. Girl, no.
Where are you walking around with your own bottle of wine?
I think, okay, I thought that people, because I received and I was like, I'm going to give this away.
You like that's gonna be somebody's white elephant gift.
There you go. But I think the idea is just to be cute, to have a cute bottle holder. It wasn't supposed to be dubbed as a pocketbook and a bottle holder.
Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Then when you take the bottle out, then what? You just gotta hold that along with your purse the rest of the night?
You put that over there, hanging up with the coat, and take it home like you do.
Oh, like somebody not gonna take that, girl. Bye.
But then you might want them to take it. What you gonna do with it? Please. Oh, did I leave that?
No, you gonna want it for the next time. Like that's the only time you're gonna go somewhere with a bottle.
You can't find this or you regifted it? Oh.
Here
Oh
it
no.
is.
Are you talking about that one?
Oh, and you
Oh,
got a real.
that's different.
That
That's
was cute. You took.
Which one were y'all talking about? Because that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's actually cute inside.
That's cute.
It is, but you can't put nothing in it. Like that.
Oh, so
Your phone don't go in there.
I actually, Neiman Marcus had these on sale. This is actually like the mini bottle,
Mhm.
but they have the full size ones too.
Right.
So I ordered the wrong size. So now I have this one.
That's just.
do you take it
that's
on
cute,
a
though.
picnic? Do you take it on a picnic? What do you do with it?
I mean,
Questions.
it's just a wine carrier. I mean, you can do what you want with it, but it can only fit like, well, it's got a little slot for cards.
Right.
So you can
Who even
have your,
carries cars like that now?
your bottle of
girl,
wine.
no.
What you mean? That's
But,
all you
okay.
carry is cards.
So
Yeah, but you also carry a phone and keys and lipstick.
It's not supposed to
How
be
does that fit
dual
in there?
because it's
Yeah.
it isn't it open on both sides, Sarita? On the slip?
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah, it's
close
open
up.
on the sides.
Yeah.
It's
This
not
is what
supposed
it's
to
So
be.
you got to carry that and a purse. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Even
I mean,
that
I would
other
still
one,
get it and walk
looks like
around
a
with
purse.
it. Mm-mm.
It's just a stylish way to carry wine.
Yeah.
So
She
Let's
just
we don't rip that whole thing apart. I still think it's cute.
Where
all
you
one
go?
guard.
Where are you going when you carrying a single bottle of wine? Like on a picnic to somebody's house?
To
perhaps
somebody's
a
house.
party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you
But
give
my
them
thing
that-
is, after you get to the party and take the wine out and give it to them, then you got to hold this empty bag all night.
you hang it up with your coat. How many times?
Well,
I
it's
said-
got a wristlet.
Yeah.
Right, but it's empty.
You hang it up
And
with your
it's
coat.
empty, and I still have
But
to have a purse.
I'm hands free though. I have like say.
But you still have to have a purse. You still have
You're
to.
right. You probably.
no,
Well,
but
no,
like, if
I
you-
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
If
I
you
would-
had that
Where
little,
are your keys? Where's your phone?
in that little thing, in that little the little piece there.
the hole where the bottle came out.
Maybe.
That's your
Right
phone.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so
watching it, so
my
no,
ID and my
I'm
credit, my ID and my credit card right here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
My key's not that big, and I always have pockets. And now I probably have to carry my
It gives
phone.
me a sleeker look.
The
I don't need
phone.
nothing adding bulk to my
Yeah.
hips, so I don't put
Yeah.
anything in my pocket.
So yeah, there's no place for your keys though. That's or your phone.
Right.
But yeah, so here we
You
are.
can put
It
some
sounds
duct
like-
tape on both ends.
Did you say duct tape, ma'am?
It sounds like, Tanisha, you have an entrepreneurial opportunity here.
Oh.
To make one of these that fits your
Mhm.
phone and your keys.
Exactly.
And the clothes is on the sides.
Duct tape.
No, it's pretty tight on the
covered.
side. It's tight.
No. But if you
No,
put,
it's open on the side, girl.
open,
That
the
is like
phone
I'm
will
about to
slide
just
out
put
of
my stuff in a manila folder and carry it around under my arm.
Nothing is falling out. Like your cards are not falling out of this right here.
No, not your cards
Right.
because you put them in there. But if you just try to shove some other stuff,
I mean, I'm not carrying loose change in here. I ain't never falling out of this. How old are you?
the only thing I
Not
would
loose
worry about
change.
falling out.
What
is
if I want to carry a pen? Like, do people still carry pens?
Why?
A tube of lipstick? Maybe
Oh,
put
I
lipstick.
carry a
No,
stylist. 'cause I'm not
perhaps.
touching nothing.
Perhaps.
That's why you have boobs. You just stick it in there.
No,
So,
no, Leslie.
here it is.
That's cute. That's cute though.
I did think of something that don't give me clothes. Don't give me clothes.
No clothes?
People still do that? Who's giving clothes out?
You want to come to my house, right?
For your family members?
This is live. This is live. it slide. I'm just saying.
I'm like, people giving clothes? Oh, geez.
Nobody's really going shopping.
You did well, my friends do. God bless their heart.
Oh.
You can't
Okay.
buy
Like, I can't remember the last time I went to the mall.
Give me a gift certificate to Sephora, Apple, Trader Joe's. Let me go buy my own. I'm good.
Don't even give a specific gift certificate. Just give me like a Visa gift card. Like, so you know, don't limit me.
People don't like to do that. I was like, go to the store and give me shit. And I used to be like, just give me a $5 McDonald's. At least I ain't gonna waste it and regift it. I'll go get an iced tea or something.
Hey y'all, Reggie's watching. He said, "Hey,
Hey Reggie, what up?" Oh yeah, but I thought of another gift that I always give too. I always give a gas card.
Oh, that's bomb.
That's a very good gift.
Love that.
People don't gift them, and they be like, "Oh yeah, I can use this. Make me feel good. I ain't waste my money."
Yeah,
nice.
Or a lottery ticket. Lottery ticket will
But
always
you know
go
what? I won't give lottery ticket because I'm scared I'm get a winning one. That'll be my damn luck. Be like, bitch, don't want $1 million. I can't. Oh,
no. Wait, a good friend would give you some of that money.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and that would
at least cut you a little small check.
Yeah.
Sarita, I don't want to test the friendship, so I'm just not going to. Because that motherfucker don't give me no damn money back. You crazy? What? So no,
you don't hear from them for a while. Right. Next, you see them on a commercial, like the lottery winner, and they standing with that big old fake check.
Like now I'm going to jail. No, I'm sorry, Ray. Something's got to be.
Now, Glenda's got to catch a case.
Ray, you on mute.
I was gonna say, you know how niggas are. We'll just roll up in a new car, right? You know, and be like, hey, what's up? How you been? And it got job the first, new car, you know, and be like, did you win the lottery? Like,
and not answering no questions.
Not one question.
Girl, you know how it is sometimes. You know, it was on sale. You know how it is.
Right. I was gonna say, I would definitely split because my conscience would be like, yo, I wouldn't have this till I know I had this ticket.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But some folks, they just be done ran off and be, no, because then I gotta look for you. I'd be like, I'm out here struggling.
Right.
That's what you gonna do. Mortgage. You couldn't have slid me like a cool $150K. I mean, that's
what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
just a little bit of money.
Just pay my mortgage off. I'll leave you alone.
I mean, the real Negroes will be on Instagram in some other country.
Right.
That's just right. Balling
on a yacht
with your lottery ticket.
Spades and stuff. I'm like, let me count back. See that
I would just disappear. I wouldn't tell nobody. Like my phone number's disconnected. Y'all call doo-doo.
Stop it.
No.
See.
All the mail coming back.
At least I know. I will never buy you a lottery ticket.
Right. We're not even gonna test the friendship. I'm gonna keep my lottery tickets to myself. That's fine.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Lottery tickets right here, baby.
So I got a question. What was the best gift you've ever received from an ex or current boyfriend?
I got a TV once from a boyfriend.
A what?
That was kind of fun. I got a TV. You got a flat screen. He was tired of my house and being able to see the TV, so he bought me a bigger TV and a flat screen,
so he could watch.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I was fine with that.
That's self-serving. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is funny. Yeah.
So at the time when I was married, I asked my husband at the time that I didn't want any gift that he could purchase. I just wanted him to clean the house and do the laundry.
Oh wow!
Did that happen?
It did.
Okay. Oh, I was going to say, well, she did.
I don't know. There's a pause.
After I had to show him how to use the washer and dryer.
Oh, Jesus. What year was he born? What?
We're going to have a special show.
Okay, that's another.
Black women raising their boys.
I was getting ready to say, Mama did that to him. He probably ain't got to wash those clothes.
And I can't even say nothing because I'm pretty sure my brother don't know how to wash clothes for real.
Wow.
Yeah. Something else, but we laugh. Never mind. That's the after.
That's the after show.
Well,
that is hilarious.
So, anyone else have an answer?
Pass.
Say Mary, she can't answer.
Well,
I can't answer.
Oh, unless it's current. Current.
Shut up, nigga. No, it's
even still, girl. I don't know. You might want to just.
No, this was a long time ago. This is like high school. My high school boyfriend bought me a pair of Jordans. I mean, I had small feet, but it was still a big deal, you know.
Yeah. You mean to tell me nobody has come close to give you a better gift than that after all this time, Sarita?
Well, I thought it would have an interesting story. Of course, Alan's got me nice stuff, but you know, I mean,
in high school to make that investment.
Sure.
In high school to make that investment, that's a pretty
to make that investment for someone else. Like I made it.
It's true.
Right.
To make it for someone else. No, we're not doing it.
Serena, I was going down the same path. I was going back to my high school boyfriend. He brought several gifts, and my aunt was like, "I need to put you on birth control because he got a lot of gifts."
Yeah.
Thomas bought. Remember back now, when I was in high school in the 80s, Thomas bought EKs. Remember they was out with the pearl. I got EKs. I got a Gucci bag. I got and that's why I probably don't have no man now because I was like, if he could buy it in high school, what's wrong with y'all, Big Rose?
Right. Thomas a drug dealer? What was Thomas doing? Like no shade. I'm just saying, like in high school, that's like what people
very hard. He was driving. I ain't asked where the money came from.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't have to walk nowhere. All my friends would walk out and be like,
hey. He could have been a pharmaceutical salesman.
That, and he did work on cars too.
Oh, that was to clean the money.
I don't know how he did it. Just keep the gifts coming. Hey, jewelry. I still get nice stuff. Like, hey, I need a tennis bracelet.
Oh my gosh.
Like need.
Love it. I love it.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to, I think the only claim I can put down is trips, cash, jewelry, perfume. Usually, and that was all from one person.
That's everything. I literally think that's
wonderful.
Right. Yeah, she's like, the only thing I can say is everything.
But no, I'm saying and that was all from like one person. Like they were like, it was like all this different stuff and like stuff that I would typically not purchase because it wasn't in the range. And I'd be like, oh, I like this. So yeah, you're right. It just ruins you to a certain extent. You get it and you're like, well, what is this? What's this? Oh, okay. Don't give me anything. Don't give me anything.
Did you feel comfortable accepting it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't even think you took a breath between when she said it and you responded. Like
I didn't, because I just want, because I need those, and my future husband, should he see this at a later time, to understand that I accept gifts. I like nice things. So, I don't have any issue with it. Now, if I don't take it, it's because I'm not really trying to deal with you at all. Right. So that is that's a key indicator. If I'm not going to take it and it's like a big gift, like then it's like, because I'm not trying to indebt myself to you, like where I'm not feeling you like that. So
that's like
that's your love language.
Down at a club, you turn the drink. No, sweetheart, I don't need you to buy me a drink. I'm good, thank you.
Right. You know what? No, it's actually not my love language, and that's the trick, right? So it becomes, so you can spend a lot of money trying to woo me, unless the only way that works is if you've spent time with me and you know what I really want, right? So there's certain things that are very high end or that probably are expensive that I do really want. But if you spend enough time with me, you'll see that or learn that over time. And you'll sort of figure that out. Like there's one sister, I really love following her account because, she's like, I remember her and I were talking back and forth because there was this expensive bag that she wanted, but her man pre-ordered it for her. I was like, just like, yes, He had to pre-order. I was like, he went to the store and pre-ordered? What? Oh, like I was like, I'm fascinated, so
they exist. Okay.
Yeah.
So I love, but that's the type of thing that I would like to see, because so while you were asking about the love language, it's funny because I feel like we feel loved in one language, and I realized that I express love in a different language.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And I didn't realize that until, so I do give gifts a lot of times as like because sometimes it's a tangible thing or whatever, but that doesn't have to be the only way that I express love. It may be an act of service or something else where you're doing something for someone and you're trying, because maybe I can do it quicker than they can, or I have access and they don't. But, I've learned, but mine are different. Mine are quality time and physical touch. So for me, if you spend a lot of time with me and you heard me mention something once, but I really want it, and then it magically shows up, I'm like, when did I say that? How did he know?
Yeah.
Dang, how do you know I want that Joe Malone candle? When did I talk about that? It's small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's small, but the fact that person remembers that is the big deal, right? Because I had, recently, earlier this year, I had gifts showing up at the house and I didn't know who they were from.
Oh, it's like that?
Right. I'm like, I don't know anything about this life. I don't know.
I still don't know. And I was like, oh, this is a nice surprise. Well, what is this? I was like, okay, it was a surprise. I was like, okay, secret admirer, I'm not mad. Thank you.
Wow.
Only Bill.
Oh, wait, what? You gotta finish that story. What happened when you found out?
Right. She just like, done. So read the next question.
We'll talk about that offline.
That's after the show.
After. Okay.
All right.
That's an offline conversation.
Well, you brought up love languages. Now I want to know what everybody says.
It's been so long, I don't even remember shit. Out there, come find me, boo.
Please. Find, look, let's set up a little flyer. I'm lost, clearly. Have you seen me? I should do that in every scene.
Hey, we could
Have you seen me?
Right, we can put our faces on wine bottles. Have you seen me?
Right, have you seen me? Do you want to call me? Because here I am. If you were looking for me, then this is where you can find me.
Don't give this bottle to your girl. Have you seen?
Oh my God.
Y'all are stupid.
That's my girl. She know.
Well, hey, I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
In case you forgot, the 5 are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch.
What did you say before that?
Receiving gift. Oh wait, quality time.
No, I'm saying what? So those are what? What?
Oh, these are the 5. These are the 5 love languages.
You say what'd you say before that? I'm like, hello, welcome to the Swirl Suite.
We have moved on. I'm sorry. My bad.
We hadn't got into it. She's like, no.
Okay. So rewind. I'm sorry.
All right. What is your love language? Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch.
Some of those are combo package.
Sure.
Yeah, you can have more than one.
Yeah.
I have 2. I have one and a secondary.
Well, go ahead, Tanisha.
One is about to be surprising to you. Words of affirmation, and then physical touch.
Sure.
Believe that.
I buy it.
I think now old people can't remember all 5 again. So.
Okay, well that's 2. You have acts of service, quality time. Oh, do we need to type it in the chat? We'll type it in the chat.
I can't go to the chat. I'm gonna type it. That's what you should have did. Quality time, I remember. Definitely quality time.
Okay.
Quality time. And the combo with that would have been what did you say the last one was?
Physical touch.
Physical touch. Yeah.
Okay.
Physical touch. Quality time, physical touch.
And also a lot of them might be physical touch right now because we've been in quarantine for a while. So
right, how about that? That's why I said combo. So you could add I like a nice gift every now and then. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what, so if you want, so the quality time could be the gift itself, along with giving me something. The quality time, like, baby, let's go on this quick weekend trip.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the spa date. So that's like what I meant by combo.
Yeah, I got you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
Leslie, what about you?
I think giving are acts of service and affirmation, words of affirmation. But receiving is definitely quality time, because I just don't have time. So time is important. And
see, I ain't the only one.
Because when you get to a certain age,
I told you I would type it in the chat. I don't know why nobody wants to take me up on that.
and probably quality time and physical touch.
Yeah.
Got you.
And they also can change. What about yours, Sarita?
Right.
Mine's is definitely like giving gifts. I love giving gifts. That's my love language. And receiving, it's acts of service, hands down. Because I don't know, I don't care how much time you spending with me. What are you doing while you spending that time? Like, are the dishes washed? That's bomb. Is the house clean? That's
right.
Excuse me. Best Christmas gift ever. Cleaning our house.
So yeah.
No, I'm with you on that one. I think that, like, for me, I do agree with that, but I'm kind of with Glenn, because it's like one of the things that it's in combination, right? We can be spending quality time together, or we can be spending time together, but yes, at this point, what are we doing, right? You know, especially now. I mean, I'm 45 and a half. So a lot of stuff is like, stuff I used to like be like, oh, this is great. Now I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that right now. So I got other stuff to do, but yeah, holler at me if you are bringing food by, you're bringing gifts by, you're bringing Costco runs by, you're doing, like, are you dropping, what do you, like, wait, no, okay, well, yeah, I got stuff to do, so we can talk later, right? So now it does have to be sort of a combination effort of, so I'm with you on that one, like that it has to be of value, because at this point I'm like, oh, I don't have a whole lot of, I mean, I have time, but I ain't got time to be messing around.
Right, exactly.
I have this one small story. I remember I was hanging out with this homegirl. We're both married, and she got a flat tire on the way to meet me. I think we were just having dinner, and we were not too far from her house. By the time we came out, her husband had come, fixed the tire.
That's what I'm talking about.
And drove back home. Didn't bother her, didn't call her, didn't do nothing, didn't disturb our dinner or anything. I said, that's it. That's acts of service right there.
There you go. Exactly.
That's it.
Also, acts of service that are good. Can you hang a fucking ceiling fan? Can you hang can you put this bracket up and hang this TV on the wall? Can you take the garbage out, shovel the snow, rake the leaves? Can you put in a toilet? Acts of service.
But you know what? Can we talk about something? Because I feel like, and I know this is about to like completely waylay the conversation, but I'm really big, because I'm good at it, about anticipation of needs, right?
There you go. That's why you're the book writer. You said it better than me.
And the problem is well, one, like how I grew up, and then two, because I've been working in construction, I watch folks fix stuff all day, or they walk around and they're like, this is a problem, or I need to go rip this out real quick, or whatever. Or they'll like the guys will show you, oh, look, I just redid my whole bathroom this week and I ripped the whole thing out and I'm working on the tile. My wife yelling at me because I'm still working on it, but I'm working on it, right? And so, or they're like, oh, my wife said she wanted the kitchen redone. And I'm like, so you're giving her a new kitchen? And like, yeah, we started this weekend. We should have it done in like 3 weeks. And I'm like, what? So
wow.
I'm blown away, because and I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying it does, but it's that idea that I may say it and then I say it, but I don't have to tell you how to do it. Just go do it.
Exactly.
I just want you to go do it. Like, I don't want to have to give you the instructions and shit. Just figure it out. Because I've been figuring it out. I've been figuring out all kinds of stuff. When you say you want something specific, or You want some strange ass meal, or you want to go somewhere, or you need me to do something dumb for your mother or whatever, then
Right.
I figure it out. I'm just saying, but I mean, I'm saying I do. So I don't ask all these questions. And let me say this. That's why they ask you to do stuff, because they know you don't need all that information. You just go do it, right?
Mhm.
And you be like, oh, you always get it right. Okay, well, you can figure it out too. So figure it out.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
think some of it is, and I'm not making excuses for the trifling. Okay. So let me just say that I'm not the advocate for the trifling, but I do think there has been a loss in generations.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And I do think, again, how specifically Black women love their boys and they don't raise their boys.
Yes.
That there has been like a loss. And like, I know they just don't make my dad's generation anymore, what have you. But there was years, my mother never put gas in her car.
Right.
Never. He was like, oh, it's on a half a tank. Let me go fill it up. Like, that just don't happen.
No.
That
No.
does not happen.
On the side of the road, talking about AAA.
Right.
Dude don't even know how to call AAA.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that, and I agree with you, Leslie. There's a huge gap. But I said that, and here's the bad thing. I knew that very early.
Right.
I was like, they basically they raise us to be able to survive on our own as far as the women are concerned. A lot of the and people can disagree with that one way or the other depending on how you've been brought up.
Right.
But I was raised to be on my own. Like you know, you have
raised
to
survive.
You have to survive. So I need you to be able to do these things, right? And so, and some of it was because I was very on my own very early also. So I had to figure it out, right? But then they do very much coddle their sons. And so a lot of times I'm just usually like, no, you know, I've been out on my own since I was 19. You know, I don't have any empathy for certain things. I just don't, you know?
Right.
So, and maybe when I was younger, but at this point, I'm like, no, I mean, it's different if you have someone, you know, when I was in my 30s or whatever, but now it's just a little bit different. If you meet brothers who are a little bit younger, like they're in their mid to late 30s, that makes sense to me too sometimes because they still have like certain things that they've been in professional school or other things. I get it. So there's allowances to be made. And then also, you know, but then I've also met brothers who were incarcerated 15 years of their adult life, but they come out hustling. I don't mean in a bad way, but I mean, they're like, oh, I'm about to go open this little business. I'm gonna go get this little job over here. I'm gonna go do this over here. I'm gonna sell this stuff over here. So they've already, so I'm like, so there's a disconnect. So sometimes I wonder, is it just about if you want it or if you want to do it? Yeah, right. And then now the information's out there. If you have a phone and you know how to Google relatively right, then you can find most of what you want, right?
There's some of it for everything.
Yeah, so I do make a lot of concessions, but to be honest with you, those concessions have always got me in trouble. Not once have they paid off. They only pay off in friendships. Like when you give that grace, when I give that grace to my friends or to my family, it has not paid off. It hasn't. So for me personally, one of the things I'm like, you know, I mean, while I'm graceful and I give time and room, there's still this thing where it's like, I can't bend on these things now.
Right.
No, and that's not this wide thing. It's like this series of things that are kind of narrow for me, where it's like I'm not bending on these. These are as they call them, the non-starters. This is non-negotiable.
Exactly.
Because, you know, the other thing is that what y'all don't is, so if anybody else is younger watching this, what you don't realize is that shit gets real when you hit your mid to late 30s and your early 40s, right? And so then you lose people, you lose parents, you might not feel too hot. Some of it happens earlier for us or later than others, but all that stuff, when you start having to deal with that and you got somebody who don't want to deal with it or doesn't know how, can't even try.
You ain't got no time.
No
time.
Yes.
No time.
Nope. We're not doing it. So I have a friend of mine.
Go ahead, baby.
I have a friend of mine and, you know, we've been friends for a long time. And so her mom was passing away. And her husband have been married a long time. They've been married since their early 20s and, you know, have built a nice life together. And so, there comes a moment when, that person is going to, that they have limited time, meaning they have an hour, they have 30 minutes. You know that. She told me that her husband, because she could not sit in that room while her mother was leaving, her husband sat in for her with her mother.
Wow.
And that's what I'm talking about. And so while that's serious, but those are the things that you have to be, and who knows, you the luck of the draw, right?
Right.
There's no way to know that 20 years ago that would be what he might do.
Right.
But the fact that he's that type of person is what I'm saying, that he's willing to step in on your behalf, or she as a woman, whoever your partner is, or whoever you are, is willing to step in on your behalf to do that. And I'm just like, see, that's the type of shit right there. I'd be like, all right, well, so you running out the room and I got to be here by myself. No, I can't, we can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those things where you're just like, okay, come on. You want someone who's steadfast. And I'm really serious about that at this point, because I'm middle-aged, technically, right? I mean, I may be young, but I might have another 30 or 40 years, but there's a lot that I still have to get through and do, and get done. And you want someone who helps you. I'm a believer in that. This is a subject that I could go on about, but it's like hands down, if you can't help, so Sarita, you hit it. If you ain't helping, or you ain't doing nothing, or that tire ain't ready when I come out of dinner, I mean.
And to sum that up, stuff that you tolerate in your 20s.
Come on, here we go. Don't make me do the soldier boy, because I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of the chair. Walk off. I'm ready. You see me? I'm ready.
Stuff that you tolerate in your 20s, I'm gonna even push it back a little bit for. By the time you get 40s and your 50s, you're not tolerating that. You grow with that person in your 20s, and you're together and you grow and you be like, we gonna work this out. We learning, we growing together. But at 40 and you're 50, I can't do it. There is certain things, and I'm not talking monetary to the extent where you balling. There's certain things at I'll be 55 next year. There's certain things you can't say you just getting a job for the first time. What do you mean?
Right.
You don't have no benefits. What do you mean? You in your 40s and 50s don't have no benefits? You can't break your leg and be on my insurance. What am I supposed to take? No, dog.
Right. The only exception I might make is if you were an entrepreneur and, for whatever reason, that might be it. But
right. You started a business, or you had a business that folded or something like that.
Yep. There's concessions to that. I get it.
You have a plan. But see, sometimes they don't even have plans. You talk about, so what you gonna do with your life?
And then the answer is like, what do you mean? Oh, wait, what?
If I have to ask, like if I don't just automatically know, that's already a red flag. Like if I have to ask that question because we have had conversation and that hasn't come up and I don't already understand what you're doing, that is a problem.
There you go.
And I understand, and at this phase in our lives, people are reinventing themselves.
Yes.
Discovering this. So you could be in that metamorphosis stage, but even in that metamorphosis stage, you were like, I am discovering myself. I am looking to do this or what have you. But simply saying, I don't know, I'm gonna just hang out here for another 10 years and collect. That
ain't happening.
That isn't happening, because to me, what that response tells me is that you are not going to be there for the long run.
Right.
Because now I'm not looking for a hit it and quit it, right?
Right.
The marathon person who is interested in having a partnership, not necessarily getting married, but a partnership
that building
to run the rest of this race together. And if you can articulate where you want to end up at the race, because we all know the finish line is death.
Right.
You have to be able to explain yourself someplace along there.
Exactly. What you're doing between the date, both of those dates, and where you at in that high. And it's just really simple. Okay, that got really serious after dark.
Last thing I was gonna say, also people have to realize that if someone is going through this discovery phase, this reinvention phase, know this about yourself, and then also recognizing other people. It's perfectly okay to not be ready to date and to go out with anybody.
Right.
Yourself and working through. You don't have to go out with people. You don't have to date them.
Or I'd even like to challenge it. I want to add though, Tanisha, because I can expect that at some point in time, I intend to take a sabbatical and I'm going to be like, no, I'm not working. And yes, I'm painting bad artwork and I'm having a great time doing it. And I'm traveling and doing whatever else, or maybe I'm painting fabulous artwork and I'm working on a show, but I've done the job. I've put my time in, I've done all that. And so, but also with not being able to date, that it's okay to just be friends and articulate that, right? To say that, and when I say friends, I mean, actually friends, like I don't mean where you're involving sex and it's added in. You can actually be platonic friends and get to know someone. Maybe you do go out to dinner. Maybe you guys do. And eventually it could roll into something else, but that you both are very clear. And I think that's the problem. Or that if you change your mind somewhere along there, you can also be clear. And I think a lot of times most people will start out like, oh, I want to date you. And they're like, oh, I'm not ready to date you, but they can't articulate that, right? Or they may change their mind because they met somebody else. At this point, what's interesting for me in the last couple of years is I don't even get mad anymore. I've literally like evolved to where I'm like, oh, okay, bet, because I realized that if that's not for you, if I'm not for you, it's okay, because I really don't want you to be here if you're just kind of halfway about it and iffy and you're not sure, because then you end up getting treated poorly or half-assed or whatever. And I don't want that, I don't want that for you or for me. So you know what, I'm good with it. And I don't even get mad. I mean, I'm not going to necessarily talk to you every day anymore, but we're cool. I ain't, as long as you don't do anything really stupid in the process, we're good. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm at a point now where I don't have time to be angry about it like I used to. Like, okay.
Well, you know what? So I turned 50 this year.
Yay.
And my promise to myself was I was going to live the rest of my life in honesty. I wasn't going to lie to myself anymore. I wasn't going to say, okay, so you're going to lose 50 pounds by December. Stop telling yourself that lie. You know what I mean? Like, and if I said I was going to do something, that I was going to commit to it, because I noticed that I could commit to other people, but I could not commit to myself. Like, it was okay to disappoint myself, but it was never okay to disappoint other people. I say that to say, if I'm going to date you or we're going to be friends and you decide, I don't want to date, I just want to be friends, just be honest about it. Right. Like you say, Rae, you ain't killing me. You don't have COVID. You have changed your mind. And so I just think that at this point, you just want an honest life because it's uncomplicated. Because when you start telling yourself lies or other people telling yourself lies, you get caught up in it. But if you're honest, you just deal with the facts there and move on.
Right. Because the honest piece, and I tell dudes all the time, if you're honest, then the decision making becomes upon me on whether I want to deal or not. Don't take that decision from me. I might want to deal with the bull. Like, yo, I'm with you. Just hit it and quit it. But don't be, oh boy, you gonna be my girl for life? And that's not where your mind is. Don't make decisions for me. Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about it. Like, it's either gonna be yay or nay. We need to put your big boy jock strap on. I put my big girl G-string on. We good. Let's keep it moving.
No, I agree. I've been told that I'm too honest for my own good a lot of times, right?
Me too.
So a lot of times I will tell you what you need to know up front. And then as things go along, I told people, I said, be mindful of what you ask me. I will give you an answer. It may not be what you want though, right? Yeah. So we can have whatever conversation you're willing and open enough to have, but I'm not. And so it makes for, I've realized that, so that means that over the years, I've been able to develop great friendships because those people were open. And I mean, this is across all relationships, right? This isn't just dating. So even my friends, I feel like we are super open with each other, right? We come to the table and be like, I think I fucked this up. I need some help right now. I'm gonna need, or like, hey, it's Rae. I'm calling collect from 3rd Street. Can you come get me, or can you just call somebody to get bail? Because it's serious, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what else are you gonna do, right? Mm-hmm. So, but those friendships that I have that are the closest, I'm not afraid, and I'm saying, like, I'm not afraid to be my full self. But typically, I'm always myself. Right. You may just only get a portion of myself, right? And so that now has extended and it's bleeding into romantic relationships where I feel like if I'm hiding things or we can't talk about things, or you feel like there's this big thing on the table and you can't talk about it, or you're afraid to ask about it, that's probably not where I need to be. Right. You know, because and I don't want anyone to feel like that with me either. You know, I don't overreact on situations typically. I'm typically the person that you need to tell the situation to. Right. So I'm with you on that one, Glenn, because the thing is just, and Leslie, I mean, y'all hit it. It's really but that being honest with yourself is such a big thing, and being able to be your true self, even with yourself. Right. Whatever that is, where you're like, I don't really want that. Have I ever admitted that to myself? Like, I don't want this. Or I don't want this anymore. Or I don't love the person like I used to be in love with this person. And like, we don't have that. Like, and over time, it's funny because, you know, I've realized like you can really be into somebody for years, and then, you know, you break up, but you're still heartbroken and everything. And then one day I realized I could breathe and I didn't feel the same way. And I was so, when I was so excited. And even now, because we're still cool, it's like, none of that is there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's really not, it's not there. And it's okay. You know, but to be able to admit that is the thing, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Well, that was a good conversation.
That was good. That was really good. Awesome.
Good impromptu.
So we're going to go a bit lighter right now. And so we're going to play the game One Has to Go, and this is holiday albums. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 holiday albums, and you're going to tell me which one has to go. First one, Temptations, Jackson 5, New Edition. Which one has to go?
New Edition.
Yeah, New Edition probably.
I agree. Tanisha, any thoughts before we move on? New Edition?
New Edition.
Okay, we all agree. All right. Next one, Mariah Carey, Donny Hathaway.
Mariah Carey.
Whitney Houston. Y'all crazy.
Mariah Carey. All she do is damn and scream.
Mariah Carey's Christmas album, though?
Oh,
I'm over it.
How are you over Mariah Carey? All right.
Mariah Carey, bye.
All right, everybody voted for Mariah Carey.
Right. No, that was just two people.
Right.
Yeah, Mariah. We just want to go ahead and keep it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Third one, Anita Baker, Luther Vandross, Stevie Wonder.
Nope, pass. Everybody.
I was about to say we keeping everybody. We'll take 2 people out of that last question.
Ain't nobody going off that list. I don't know. You're not gonna get me in trouble with Black Twitter because I said, you know, somebody on that list.
Nobody can go. Are you kidding?
No.
But you know, Stevie Wonder, all his music sound the same though.
Girls, don't do it. Who said? Glennis said that. For everybody's listening and decides to tweet, Glennis said that.
Stevie Wonder and Sade, all their music sound exactly the same. I said it. Yes, I did.
Oh gosh. I hope y'all know our voices apart because I ain't say that. I'm Tanisha.
I did not. I did not say that.
Look. Followers.
The glove didn't fit. You must have quit. No, I'm not saying nothing. Girl. Nothing. Not I. Won't be me.
You can't see anyway.
What?
What?
What you say? She's going drink.
She's been drinking.
We gonna drink.
Oh no! Oh my God!
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it.
Why am I on here?
That very dark red done went to her head.
Next one. Next one. Nat King Cole, Eartha Kitt, BB King.
Once again, can't take anybody off the list. Sorry.
This is Christmas music, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, these are classics, though. They're all classics.
Still not
It's
taking
supposed
nobody
to be
off the
hard.
list.
Listen, because Santa Baby.
Right.
Mm,
Santa baby.
No.
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 Good old blues Christmas for those of us who are Grinches. Yes. Yes.
Oh, and by the way,
you know what? That's the Grinch's playlist, is what you just said, and that is really yes. So no,
yeah,
you're not taking it off.
That one's kind of hard though.
No, it is.
She asking for Santa to put a sable under the tree. Like, clearly.
How about that?
And actually, Spotify has a Black Holiday playlist that's bomb that has all of these people on it.
Okay.
Okay, last one. This
Okay,
might be a
Spotify.
little bit easier. Destiny's Child, Boyz II Men, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
You gotta go.
Yeah, gotta go. Yeah,
But
that
he
was
got one good Christmas song.
Still, Chris gotta go.
Yeah, you're right. So that
No
was
matter
it.
if it's good or not.
That was it.
We could take 2 off that list since we left all 3 in some other lists. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Rae, thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
y'all.
This
Thanks,
was
y'all, for having me.
yeah. This is as much as we expected. It was phenomenal.
So we got to talk more. I'd like to do, I'm going to request a show for those of us who are like in our 40s and nearing our 50s for advice, because it's not the same. This is different than turning 30 was and then turning 40 was.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different.
We'll have to call some other people in. Sarita and I don't know anything about that.
And I'm
We
over
can get
both
some
of those
other people
ages she just
instead.
mentioned.
But that's why I need you, because I'm working towards 50. So we like I'm right there. We almost there, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need some help.
And that would be a good show.
Yeah,
that would be a good show.
Yeah.
I'm with it, because I feel like, and I'll stop talking after this, but I feel like, for those of us who are in our 40s, and I think who are the Generation Xers, there's a bunch of stuff that we don't talk about, right?
Mhm.
Or we do talk about it, but I don't know if we necessarily have full guidance on what's coming next. I mean, I've definitely talked to some sisters who are, in their 70s recently, like my godmother and other people. But and I'm still young comparatively, right? When you're talking to someone who's 75,
Yes.
right? Who's like, they're like, oh, you're good, you're fine. Or like my great aunt, she'll be 99 in
God
January,
bless her.
right?
Wow. Amen.
Incredible, right? So it's such a blessing. And so, or even her daughter, who's my cousin, who's 75. So it's like things like, so you start talking, right? But the reality is that I still think that as you start to near those points, and you're 30, you don't think about it because the last 20 years flew by.
I swear, you ain't never lied.
The
2000
20
seemed like it was maybe 2 years ago. You really?
That's right. It does.
The last
It does.
2 years have gone. I thought about that, Rae. It's interesting you brought that up. I thought about that the other night. I was laying in bed. I was like, damn, it's almost 2021. 2000, just 20 years had gone by, in a blink of an eye. And I started, in my mind, what have I done in those 20 years? Now, I got plenty of years before that, but those 20 years, what have I accomplished? And I just really had that conversation with myself. I didn't answer myself out loud, but I did have a conversation.
I mean, even if you did, because I feel like sometimes verbalizing it makes it real.
Right.
But I've had to ask myself, like in the 20 years, I feel like I've been trying to survive, right? And so that was what the goal was in the last 20. But then it's like, okay, so now that I've kind of figured out, mostly short of a quarantine or the AKA, not, it's because it's a panini, a Panasonic, a pandemonium, something
Pandemic,
else,
a pandemic,
a Panasonic, whatever, right? So short of that, then I think I've gotten the part down that I know the things that have to be done, but how do you thrive is the next thing, right?
Excellent question.
Yeah, like how do you thrive, and then how do you give that blueprint to someone else so they can do it earlier, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, how do you get to thrive instead of waiting? And I'm not saying this, it's not, because I still need to experience living in luxury. I do. I'd like that. I'd like to roll up to my house in Rock Creek and just go in and the dogs are there and the river's doing what it does and whatever, right? But I've got this visualized. So I got it, right? But the reality is that to be able to have done it also at 35 would have been nice too, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but how do you give that blueprint earlier for those who can hear it and listen, or your kids or the young people around you? But yeah, I'm going to live in luxury. It has to happen because I'm too shiftless to not do that at some point. It has to happen. Like I need it. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys having me on the show tonight. And I just want to say thank you guys just for everything that you're doing, because there's always an important conversation. I want you guys to continue to forge ahead, because Black women in wine is a big thing, right? And you guys are consistently breaking boundaries, and I've been seeing what y'all are doing, and just the travel and the conversations that you guys have, just from Tanisha in Paris to you three, you guys are always traveling, and Leslie doing all the wineries. I mean, Sarita, you always have all these conversations, and just to see how this has grown, right? Separately and together. So I'm just glad that you guys consider me and, bring me in and make me a part of things, even though I like cheap wine. I appreciate you guys loving on me. But the thing is, I just want you guys to continue to forge ahead, because the reality is we're not going anywhere, and there's a lot of opportunity as things begin to open up for y'all to be a part of that, So forge your way now. Knock some folks off. Knock some people out their places because they old and they need to go, right? So,
Absolutely. Rae Mathis, everybody. Yes.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us. So this is our last show before 2021 hits us. Hopefully, like a boulder, but
wow.
2021 is going to be the year.
For the first time, I'm like, all right, Christmas, just bring it. New Year's, I just get this year out of here.
Right.
Yes, there were some highs and some major lows, but all right, I'm just ready to move forward.
Yeah, 2020 was not what we expected it to be.
At all.
No.
I'll be thankful to see the year. Also, I'd just like to do the public service announcement that for everyone who did not eat their black eyed peas, collard greens, or cornbread last year, we are expecting high things from you, because this is your fault, and the macaroni and cheese. You better make sure your New Year's Day dinner is correct. If not, call me. If you need a plate.
I think I'm an import. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that this year. I mean, I can't find collard greens here. Like black eyed peas, okay, we can make that work. But
I'll
get your daddy to freeze them for you and take it on that plane with you.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
That's gonna work.
And wrap it in newspaper.
I say, if I need to ship some frozen, you put them in the freezer till you get them back to wherever you're going, like a little box. Don't matter. Whatever we need to do.
Yeah. Before we go, does anybody want to share anything coming up in the next, I don't know, weeks or month? Leslie? Anything with Wine Club?
No, just, it's there. Please visit the site. And in January, we'll start to do more of our happy hours.
Nice.
The happy hour was fun. I attended.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was very fun.
It's different than your typical Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very different. And I had to stop playing the games.
Yes, because Sarita won everything.
Well, listen, you invited me.
So she took herself out of rotation.
Like, I'm just going to let somebody else win. Like, you asked wine questions. You didn't tell me not to play. Oh.
We had one game. Okay, and then we're going to go. We had one game that said list like your favorite varietal or brand. Because, some people don't know the difference of what have you. So one team had like 50 something, and they thought they were doing something. And then Sarita's team had almost 90 varietals listed.
She said list as many varietals and as many wine brands as you can. And that's what we did.
Oh, wow. The experts over here.
Exactly.
I could see 90 being light work.
Okay. Anyway.
If you say varietals and brands, girl, you just
right? That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, while I may not know all my wine brands, I am here to drink all your shit up. So I'm happy to. I can drink with the best of them, so I'm available for drinking. You know, so like, oh, what's this one? Oh, we've got like a 20 flight wine spread. Go, let's go. I'm ready. Let's have it.
Exactly.
There we go. All right. Anything else before we close out?
That's it.
Nothing.
Nope.
All right then. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas,
Happy
Happy
New Year,
Kwanzaa,
everybody.
all of those things, everybody.
Kwanzaa,
Happy
Hanukkah, and all
holidays,
the above.
y'all.
Stay safe, stay home, and wear your mask.
Please, and
Wear
wash
your
your hands.
mask. Wear your
Wash
mask.
your hands and buy some hand sanitizer.
That's right.
Clorox.
Soap will never do you wrong.
Vinegar.
Little bleach. Lysol spray.
But don't ingest it.
Oh yeah.
Or do. Maybe we need, let's bend the hurt.
Oh gosh,
That's what you
please don't.
delete that.
Thanks for joining us, Swirl Suite, everybody. We hope you enjoyed our last show of 2020, and we got some great things coming up in 2021. Feel free to share this episode with anyone you think will enjoy it. Follow us on Instagram at Swirl Suite. Follow us on Twitter at Swirl Suite, Facebook at Swirl Suite. And you can even email us at swirlsuite@gmail.com. Have a very safe holiday. Cheers.